Joe was doing the same thing. Little Joe, from his neck of the woods up in the Dallas area, he also loved the rhythm and blues the way we did, the English music.
As a kid and back in the early 60s or late 50s as I was getting started, of course, I was doing rock and roll and doing whatever was happening, country, western, rhythm and blues. But in my case, I always loved those Mexican songs that my dad and family were always singing.
Por un amor
in the 1960s, Mexican Americans were entering a new era of cultural awareness. Little Joe and the Latinaires changed their name to La Familia, the family, reflecting this new identity.
My brother Johnny and I talked it over, and we knew that we wanted to make a change from Latinaires. We wanted to get to something a little more basic, a little more down home to our roots.
It's one of the most important changes, I think, in music. As part of his own transformation, you know, he also transformed his group. The name change itself is highly symbolic, from the Latinaires to La Familia, of the move that's taking place at the social political level, from Mexican American to Chicano.
The social upheaval of the Vietnam War era brought about political and social changes among America's youth. Once again, Mexican Americans were actively redefining their role in American society.
I'd started touring California about the mid-60s, and the hippie movement was happening at the time, and Santana was breaking out. And I was overcome by the fact that everybody wanted to speak Spanish, and Latin was what was happening, you know.
The Chicano movement awakened a new generation of young Mexican Americans who demanded social and political change.
Basically, what the Chicano movement did is to throw into question a lot of the assumptions of the Mexican American generation, particularly the assumption that Mexicans could become Americans. The Chicano movement has a tendency to unite all sectors of the Chicano community, middle class, working class, as it forges a more or less unified cultural front.
All of a sudden, Chicano music takes a new meaning because this is a music that goes along with the movement.
Here's my brown soul. Ya todo se me acabó, no me puedo resistir. Si voy a seguir sufriendo mejor.
Little Joe's breakthrough song, Las Nubes, the Clouds, embodied the spirit of the Chicano movement. Taking an old Mexican song and layering symphony strings, a brass ensemble and harmonic vocals, Little Joe y La Familia had set a new standard in Tejano music. The song describes struggle, but conveys a message of hope. Las Nubes was embraced by the Texas farm workers who made it their anthem.
Las nubes que van pasando se paran a lloviznar. Parece que se sostienen cuando a mí me oyen cantar. Cuando a mí me oyen cantar, se paran a